Hey everyone, and welcome back to Farming Simulator 2025. This is the Everything Challenge. Just finishing off the barley planting in our nice square field here. It is September, so it's the start of planting season for wheat and barley. Last time we got the wheat in, and yeah, it went pretty well. Today we're going to get some farm animals going, since after we get these fields planted, there's not really going to be that much to do. All the greenhouses are kind of set and ready to go, and the timber's doing its thing. And so yeah, let's move on to some animal stuff. I think I'm going to put the animals just in the corner of our yard over there. I'm not overly inclined to make our yard full of sheds or anything at this point. And so I think the animals being close to home be kind of cute, be kind of fun. The question is which one? We do have hay. I don't think we're in a position to do cows, mainly just from a price point of view. I don't think we can afford the field. So really it leaves sheep and chicken. I mean, maybe we can do both. Chickens, we don't have any food from them. So maybe we put it on the sheep, but when we do it in a way that the chickens are designed to go next to it. I'm not overly interested in making a behemoth of a yard, so I'm tempted just to use the default fences when we do it, and then just go plop, plop, plop of the standard sizes, just so we have a trickling of each. We don't have to have these massive empires. The only question is, when we buy the shops, are we going to produce enough material to keep those shops going and to help justify their purchase price? I think the series is going to take about 20 crop years to achieve everything, so that kind of makes sense. And so yeah, okay, that's that done. Where do I want to leave this planter? I think we can just leave it near home. Ooh, it's being pushed around by the weight of it. So yeah, let's jump over. Oh wow, that edge is really pushing me around. Alright, got it. Alright. Yeah, so this field in front of us is where we put our wheat. So I think that's going to work out quite well. And then we have our poplar. So that's our three main fields. Hopefully they will do us well. And oh wow, don't go in there. That's going to destroy the crop. I've already driven over it. You can see that white line that I've already done. Mistakenly, we drove in here last time fertilizing, and I did not realize that that could happen. Actually, is that weed? Yeah, that's the grass growing back. Huh. We're going to end up with grass in that crop too. That's funny. Yeah, so I didn't realize that you could actually do crop damage with poplar, but yeah, you can. So that was a bit of a rude shock. Alright, I'm going to park this here. We're kind of using this verge as our default parking thing. And let's spend some money. Let's jump into construction mode and put down some animal stuff. So animals, yeah, cows. This is ridiculously small, 715. Yeah, I mean we do have this massive pile of silage over here, so we could probably try to make TMR, but I'm not interested in this kind of rubbishy type building. I want to be up in the in these automated realms, so that's way in our future. Horses can wait. Oh, I forgot about pigs. Yeah, I'm not interested in pigs, because the problem with pigs is you just sell them. You don't have a byproduct. I mean, you have slurry, but it's not like you have wool or something coming out, or milk. So yeah, let's do sheep. And 68 versus 68. So here versus 26. So that's that big. How big is this one? It's not that much different. What's our other option? Chickens. And that's 79. But we don't have any food. Bees. Okay, I have a couple of mods for bees. We can do that later. All right, let's do sheep, but we need a couple of more dollars. And what I'm going to do is we're going to put it right about like that. And I think that will work quite well. But we need some money. But that's fine because every single day we produce a huge amount of timber. So there's probably, maybe $40,000+ here. Yeah. So let me get this all loaded up and we'll get over the playground and we'll get a nice $50,000 payday. And then we'll be able to afford those sheep. I've got a couple extra mods installed that you might want to look into. There's one called like the Railroad Crossing Improver, and what it does is it turns the railroad lights on a little bit earlier, and so you may find that in your save game, the train and everything comes down so rapidly, and then you tend to slam into that. So that's kind of good. And the other one I've got, which I'll show you in a sec, is one that helps you understand when you should sell stuff. So one of the things I do know that we're building up, if we look at our numbers over here, under wood chips in the bottom. So the wood mill is generating wood chips. You can see here 37,000. And we also can, we don't see it here because it's not a silo. But it's this one. It's this beautiful time saver one. And it tells you when is the best month. So January currently is the best month to sell wood chips. So as that builds up, we'll keep it in the back of our brains and sell them off. Wood chips is also the same thing as poplar. So that's what poplar makes. So the poplar harvest will be in January. But more importantly, you can see these greens. So when things are above average, it will give you this little green indicator and then it tells you where to go. So the playground is where we are, and as it's saying, the price is high. The price is always high though, so if we look at the charts for like wood beams, you can see that it's the playground's like 6,400. It's still way above the average, so that's always good. That's why I bothered to drive literally to the other corner of the map to get, what's that? Just over, did I get over? Yeah, just over $50,000. So we have 139 in the bank. All right, that's that organized. Let's get our thing down and then get some of this beautiful hay into the bellies of some sheep. Yeah, let's get into construction mode and see what's what. So when we're doing water, we tend to like drive around the back, do laps on that one, then use that one right there. And then with this one, same deal, we drive around. So I think we do need a slight driveway through here still. So let's get it over there. And then, yeah, expensive sheep one. I think it's as easy as that. And that should be a wide enough gap in there. And I'm just going to go all the way up to how far out do I want to go? About actually, let's double check my rotation because you can be a little bit off sometimes. Yeah, let's go. Oh, I forgot to adjust for it. See over on the right hand side here, the spawn point. So we need to be able to drive past that. So let's put, yeah, done. Do you want to customize the fence? No, I'm going to keep it the same. Do you want to plant the meadow? No, because it's already got grass under it. So that's all done. And look at that, our first animals. And we'll probably put maybe another barn. I don't know if you can change the fence after the fact, but I'm quite happy with that. Awesome. Let's fill this up with some sheepies. And I think I'm going to go, what color do we want? Let's start with the top one. Actually, we also got goats as an option. I think I'll separate that out into a separate pen. So the first one, this is a lamb. Animals that are healthy and older than 8 months. 8 months can reproduce. So it's a faster way of getting into it. What I'm going to do, how many does this hold? 71. Let's go with, is there any benefit of sheep will produce wool which can be sold directly if passes further? If I just go straight to, I assume they make wool from the start, produce wool. Yeah, that it just makes food from the start, doesn't it? It makes wool from the start. You know what? Oh, that's a lot of money. I'm just going to get the young ones, 71, fill it up. Buy. We're investing in this. We're doing it. This thing is full. There's no point having the overhead of all this stuff and not throwing some animals at it. So let's get some food in here, and we can run over and use our nice forage wagon for that. I think there was a trailer, a tractor left over here. Yeah, we had the FFU actually. I think this white one, yeah, I'm going to grab this, and it's because I think I might put narrow tires on it. See how we've got the fertilizer spreader. We just did some croc damage because of that, and so I am tempted to make this white one have narrow tires. So we may run over to the shop and do that second. But first things first, let's get some food into here. Yeah, we're gonna have to buy this piece of land that we're on right now. Oh, that's got a weird turning circle. Come on, let's zoom in a bit, see what we're doing. Please work, please work. And out comes the hay. If I can come around and see it. How much are they going to eat? I think the thing had 12,000 in it. And there you go. So 11,500. So you risk an entire load of that. Is these guys happy? Let's have a look at the menu. And then under productions, is it productions where we see it, or is it somewhere else? How do we see animals? Okay, animals. It's the obvious thing right up here. So there you go. So grass. Okay, so we could have given them grass. Didn't have to be hay. It doesn't seem to give you any benefit. And then the meadow is 0, but that's because we just we gave them grass. So I wonder if this grass is not considered to be food, even though it's probably better than meadow. Interesting. I don't really care. We can deliver stuff all the time. Let's use this guy, and we'll fill it up. Out of interest, can we use our mods? We've got the petrol mod over here. Oh, that's the Space Game one. We've got these nice water ones that give us water for the greenhouses. We have this mod for the mechanic, and then another water one here at the end. So the question is, can we use this to actually buy tires for this? I don't know if we can, but there's only one way of finding out. So we'll go down here and go customize, and hopefully there is somewhere by someone narrow tires. There you go. So $1,000, that's okay. Customize, yes, and there we go. And so that's pretty good. And I'm pretty sure I'm just going to leave those narrow tires on there for the rest of its life. I think that looks kind of cool, actually. I like that. This white one is being used for yard work, for literally for this type of stuff, just running around doing simple stuff. And it would be a good one or a good choice for using as the fertilizer spreader too. So we'll get some of this off the ground. Good to know that that works. My guess is when we put it down that it would. So yeah, we'll just clean up this stuff, give ourselves some of our space back. That's probably up to 14,000. Okay, must hold about 15 or 16,000 then. That's a lot of literage for quite a small thing. There we go. All filled up. And we can just leave this parked over here. I'll leave it parked at 90 degrees this time, rather than in our neighbour's field. And then at some point we will migrate to using bales, especially now that I know that grass and hay make no difference. Cool. So the last thing I want to do is just clean that edge up a bit. So let's shut that down and go back into construction mode. Oops, no, don't do that. And just here, I want to give ourselves some concrete, painting, gravel, and I think we can make a road here. Let's make that all the way through there, and let's make that nice and small. And I'm wiping the hay if I touch that, so let's skip that. And I think I might make this a little bit wider if I can. And there we go. Looks pretty good. I like that. I like that a lot. That's come out quite well. So we now have that in our lives. So the thing we will need is somewhere to put the wool. I'd rather not sell it, I'd rather invest in it. So out of interest, let's just have a look at the construction menu and see what that would cost. We would want like a spinnery. So that's a tailor shop. So I don't know if there's one of these micro ones. That carpenter we should put down up here somewhere very, very soon. Is there a spinnery, or is it something that's expensive? Yeah, I know Daggerwin has a couple of mods to do with grain mills and stuff, but I haven't seen him use a... Oh, here we go. Take us to Transwood. It's right here at the start. Spinnery. Okay, yeah. So yeah, when we get a chance, we'll get a spinnery, and maybe we may be able to squeeze it in here, and that might work out okay. But yeah, we'll do that, and then when it comes to the chickens, my plan is to put them right next door. Actually, they may fit in this diagonal part here quite nicely, like something like that. It means the silo is very accessible. Yeah, that might work out quite well. That's probably where they will go. Nice. So what else can we do? They're all happy. They're all good. And then all of this is good. Have we got to the point where we have all of these full? Nope, still one gap there. I think all of our tractors are at home. Yep, and then our trucks at home. We can park that up the hill. Yeah, AI did a good job and brought that back. And we do have that planter still with poplar in it, but I don't think we have any ground where we want to do that. And also now we're out of season anyway. The planting season is over for poplar. And yeah, things are going well. So I think it is either time to sleep or time to make some quick cash. Let's have a look at the sales. We did that. Okay, that's that kind of ticked off the list. And then when it comes to contracts, there is a lot of contracts. One of the things I am wary of is we will need to do weeding. So we could invest in one of these guys very, very soon. And yeah, it looks like there's a fair few contracts out there too. So what are we looking at from a price point of view when it comes to that stuff? So that's going to be under, okay, right here, weeders. Rollers is for our crop. Yeah, that's not going to happen. But weeders, we could start really cheap, and it does work on a very low horsepower tractor, 60 horsepower, 6 meters wide. So basically double the width up to 12, but 6 times the price. So yeah, so we did sleep, which means I think our crops do need weeding, and it needs to be in this month, correct? So if we look at the map and do the weeding, does this not have weeds? It doesn't have weeds? Interesting. Okay. It's September, yeah, so it's been 1 month. Let's have a look at our crops, see if... I'm wondering... We did plow them. And plowing does get rid of weeds. For 1 season? So we may... But... I don't know. Does anybody know? I mean, the game's telling us that there's no nothing in them. And what am I talking about? It's September. It's the same month where we planted it. Yeah, I'm just an episode forward, but I'm not a month forward. We planted it in September. We won't see weeds until October, which means let's sleep. Tomorrow we'll make some more money. We'll easily make money with just the greenhouses, and then we can visit that, and yeah, then we can do some hoeing. All right, overnight made about $4,000, lost about 3 and a bit, but we do have $4,500 in the bank. What's those specials? That's interesting. So the trailer I really want, which is the Class, is 22 and it is 17 grand. So that's about the same price. It does have a weird thing on it. Why has it got a weird thing on it? What's that do? Oh, it's all rusty and beat up. Yeah, we don't want that. We don't need a mulcher, and we've already got kind of one of them, and we're not really using it, so that's not really needed. All right, let's buy our hoe. We'll buy this guy, and we will buy that. Yep, done. And yeah, we'll grab this guy. It's got a weight on the front, doesn't it? Yep, it's got a permanent weight on the front, so it should be able to do the job pretty well. You know what? This guy's pretty dirty. Let's have a little side joint here and put down a... Where's the tools thing? Where is it under? Is it a container? Nope. Tools. There he is. Where's the pressure washer? Pressure washer. You can go right... Do you want to go in that corner? Actually, I might put it down in this corner. This is our sewage or a water dumping spot. I don't think I'm going to regret that. Let's give this a bit of a clean. And then we can go pick up our new hoe. Spending money left, right and centre here, but that's alright. We'll kind of point out the window. I'm looking at that point right there between the window and the sill. That's a good way of seeing where the dirt is. Obviously the paint is going to get worse and worse, but yeah, looks pretty clean, and I think that's about it. While we're here, we can clean our plow at the same time. That's super dirty, and look at those tongs at the bottom, covered in mud and dirt. Got to keep everything clean. Yeah, I'm quite glad I put that there, because that's a yeah, this is going to be a good spot for this type of thing. And we'll get the mower head while we're at it. That has got dirty. I saw that there's actually a mod to do the opposite. There's a dirtificator gun, so if you want to put dirt on, there's a mod out there for that. So check that out if you want. Alright, that'll do. Look at that, nice and clean and glossy and white. All that watermarks. Looks fantastic. Oh, looks awesome. Nice big red, huge brand new equipment. Love it. Hopefully this guy's got the right amount of weight on it to not struggle. It looks okay. So before we go do our own fields, let's have a bit of a sticky peek in the contracts to see if we can actually do anything else. A bit of harvesting around still. There is hoeing. Look at that, $11,000. So we definitely could do that. Ploughing also could be done. So I think, as much as I said I'm going to run through months, I think I might build up a little bit of money doing some of these contracts with the equipment that we own to help pay back the purchase of these, and that contract alone pay for a third of this guy. And I mean, we'll lose some money with the AI renting time, because I won't do it personally. I'll just get the AI to do it. But yeah, make a little bit of money now, and then hopefully next month, which will be next episode, we'll get chickens down as well. And I think I'll just buy food for now, because we may as well get started. Giants, you have done such a good job with the graphics. I was just noting the fog in the valley, like over here. Look at that. Looks fantastic. I know, I think I say this a couple of times before when I go over these bridges, but if you want to check out graphics and how to make them look better and just pop like this and just look seamless, check out the 2 videos on the channel. One's how to remove the render distance, which is why I can see crops all the way out to the far distance, and the other one is graphics settings explained, I think it's called, and that's the one that makes it look great but also gives you a good frame rate. If we look at F2 here and unlock it, I can get 80 frames a second with these beautiful graphics going on. I'm running out of keystrokes. Just trying to do too many things at once. Yeah, so yeah, it's pretty easy to achieve at least 60 frames a second at 2K playing with your settings. I have a 4080, so it's pretty powerful. But you can get some pretty high frame rates at 2K just by playing with a couple of settings. And so check out that video, particularly the description, because it has a whole lot of tips and tricks of the values to use based on what graphics card you have. All right, let's give this its inaugural chance on a field. We'll do ours first. So look at that, a sea of green, and the good news is it's a sea of green that we own. As an experiment, since I did do crop destruction before, do these narrow tires damage poplar? Looks like it's no, which is like all the other crops in the game. Awesome. So good to know. So yeah, that white line of damage there was caused by wide tires. So mental note, these tires, narrow tires, are good for poplar. Now the question is there actually weeds in this field, or am I wasting my time? Because if it says there's not, there is not. It says there is not. So yeah, if we turn everything off and go weeds, yeah, we've got around the outside of our farm. Okay, so we own this farm, so let's do that one. But this one somehow does not need it, and we have fertilized it, which is good. Needs plowing, needs lime. Rolling we're not doing for a while, and yeah, okay. So we can skip that field. So somehow, because it was grass, maybe, I think we plowed it. I think that's what the difference is. I think we plowed that land, and I think when you plow it, you don't have to do weeding for that year. So that was wheat. Actually, you can see the a little bit on here sticking out. It's interesting that the verges have it, but not the rest. Weird. And look how wide this is. This is fantastic. Loving it. Yes. Good purchase. I was debating about spending the same amount of money on a sprayer, but if you can keep on top of it in the first month, it means you don't have to buy the fertilizer, right? Because they're the same price, I think. I'm pretty sure. Where's the store? So yeah, so we got this one, which is 12 meters wide, 36 grand. But if we got where is it, sprayer for roughly the $36,000 round, so 30 plus 5, because you get both. 24 meters, so yeah, twice the width, but you have a consumable. But yeah, this does a pretty good job, and the speed's good. Look, we're honking along at 19, 20. We're honking along at 20. Can't complain. So yeah, as long as we have narrow tires and all that type of stuff going on, that's a pretty easy thing to do. So I think this white guy is destined to be the yard worker and also our spare tractor to just go out and do these contracts that pay out half decent. Now, as I said, I don't want to be doing contracts non-stop, particularly not in the episodes. It's just going to be between episodes, really when I feel like I'm just going to have some fun with the game. But you will see between episodes maybe a $10,000, $20,000 spike in finances, and it's just because I've allowed the equipment to do that. I am wary that by doing the contracts, I'm putting maintenance on these tractors, and so what does look like an attractive amount of money may not necessarily be because of the petrol and the maintenance cost being incurred, but I think it should still be a profit for the vast majority of the contracts, especially things like hoeing and ploughing. That seems to be a pretty fast job. But I think this corner represents the last of this field for us to do. And I think we can say that we have a weed-free set of fields. So let's have a look. Yeah, that looks good to me. All right, number 24, you glorious piece of expensive stuff, 11 grand. You can help pay for, yeah, look, they're literally using the same piece of equipment. Accept that contract. And where was the other hoeing contract? Is it even close? Oh, it's right next to us. So we'll accept that one as well. I'm not sure if weeding, is there any weeding? No, there's not. Yeah, sometimes it says weeding. I don't exactly know the difference. I think, yeah, I don't know the difference. I think you can use one of these things on a weeding thing, but it has to be a certain, yeah, I don't know. I think it has to be a certain growth stage or something. Yeah, having these narrow tires means I can be a little bit lazy and just run across my own fields. Yeah, this field's going to be great. This is wheat, so loving it. Loving it, loving it, loving it. It's good size. Will help justify the harvester. We have about 7 months of profits to build up to get to us to the about the $200,000 mark that we want to be at for that. Okay, we're going to purchase the harvester. We won't rent it this time. We'll definitely buy it. We still are maxed on our loan at $1 million. We can't get any more. So there will be some point very soon where I want to pay that down just to get a little bit of breathing room. But you know what? As I do these 2 contracts and earn an extra, what is it, $12,000, $13,000, $14,000, we'll call that the end of the episode. Thanks for watching, everybody. And we'll see you next time on the Everything Challenge as we try to get those chickens done and, yeah, just move time forwards and hopefully get to do some harvesting pretty soon. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.